Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Ruben Garcia, and this is a beautiful day. And today on the Proven by Ruben podcast, we have Victoria with the Woodpeckers.
Go Woodpeckers. Hey,
Whoop,
Ruben.
whoop. Hey, how are you? So if you could
Good.
tell everyone who you are, what you do, how you do it, and all that good jazz.
Of course. Well, first of all, welcome to the Fayetteville Woodpeckers team store. Before we move into Segra Stadium, this is where all the magic happens of all of our wonderful items that we have available for our Woodpeckers fans.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm Victoria Huggins, and I'm the manager of community and media relations for the Fayetteville Woodpeckers. I came on board in January. I'm a native of this area. My father was stationed here at Fort Bragg, and I grew up just down the road in Lumberton. So
Really?
this is a very special job for me because I've literally been hands on deck since the groundbreaking. I sang the national anthem. Did not know that this was going to be my future workplace, but how many people can say they broke ground on the future place they were going to work?
So how'd that conversation happen? So you sang, and then they just said, you know what? Like, how did that work out?
Well, at the time, I was a state ambassador. I was Miss North Carolina in 2017.
Okay.
And the city invited me to come because I was a former Miss Fayetteville, and they asked me to come and
You
sing
were just
the national.
climbing the ladder.
Yeah,
You were just
absolutely.
climbing that ladder.
Well, the main thing was garnering scholarship money. So I earned a
Gotcha.
scholarship every single time I won a pageant. So I ultimately graduated with $35,000 in scholarships. So I was debt-free
What?
from UNC Pembroke. And now I'm getting my graduate school studies online with Johns Hopkins. So,
Wow.
yeah, very thankful for that. So after that event happened with the groundbreaking, I went
Right.
on and did my duties as an ambassador for our state. And then it came time, to look for a job, and I wanted to transition into something that was still very community oriented,
Right.
had a purpose, something beyond, just anything normal.
Right.
And that's what I found with the Fayetteville Woodpeckers.
Yeah.
And it was a very competitive process because you not only had to be approved by Fayetteville,
Right.
but you also had to be approved by Houston, the Houston Astros.
Wow.
So
How many people were you going up against?
I'm not sure. They haven't ever told me that information, but they always said I was their top choice.
Yeah? I'm like a numbers freak. So
Oh,
To know,
absolutely.
that'd be really cool
Yeah.
to say, oh, yeah, me? Oh, I beat one out of, 15,000 people. or
Well, I
whatever that
know
looks
they
like.
had a number of applicants for my job.
Yeah.
And
I'm sure.
especially, as we went through the process of hiring, we got eliminated down, to the final two. And so it was only me and one other person who actually had the in-person interview with Mark and Austin, who are now my bosses,
Right.
and the president and vice president of the Woodpeckers.
Right, right.
But the Houston Astros, they were very tough because
Yeah.
we had to do an actual video conference interview. So
Right.
that was very important for them, knowing to put this person in this position to have that communication skill.
Right, yeah, because you'll be representing the Astros as
Yeah.
well, right?
Absolutely.
So this is kind of interesting for me to know, would you say is one of the toughest questions that they may have asked you? And of course, I ask a lot of questions.
Right.
So it kind of sparks my interest of what was that toughest question that you remember from that interview?
I think the toughest question was having to do with our team charity. So we based our team charity, which is the Fayetteville Woodpeckers Fund, with an emphasis on the Community Leaders Program based
Right.
off of the Houston Astros award-winning foundation, the Astros Foundation.
Right.
And they focus on two different tiers.
You got it down now.
I got you. Yes, I've been living and breathing
Yeah,
this
yeah.
for since January.
Oh, yeah.
But they wanted to ask because the two tiers are in the military and youth sports, and if I could add a third tier to our charity, what would it be? And I'm very passionate about Alzheimer's disease awareness. That is something that I have advocated for the past decade.
Right.
And being from this area, the Fayetteville Walton Alzheimer's is very significant to this community.
Right.
Because unfortunately, this area has one of the highest numbers of Alzheimer's rates in the state.
Wow.
So I wanted to have that as the potential third tier. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But on July the 27th, we're actually having a Paint the Park Purple night where part of the proceeds are actually going to go to the Alzheimer's Association. And
Wow.
our team will be in purple. The
Of
only
course.
time they will be in purple.
I'm sure they'll wear it proudly. So for everyone watching, if you're not watching, you need to go to the YouTube channel, Proven by Ruben, and you need to watch the video. We have kind of set up in the
team store.
team store.
Yes.
And so we found this podium. We put it here in the middle. So you guys may see people coming in and out, and that's all good.
It's a very active site because we're actually in the process this week of moving into Segra Stadium.
Right.
So this is a milestone for our team. This is a milestone for our stadium and for the city of Fayetteville because we've been waiting for this day literally for a year and a half. So it's very exciting, but there are numerous moving parts. So
Right. Well, I think this is cool. I love the spur of the moment of this and
well, I feel very ESPN.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. Told you I'd do it.
Yep.
Awesome. Okay, cool. So you said that you were attracted to, you wanted to be in something bigger, right? And this is the thing that attracted you. What started, I guess, beaming to you that was that very attractive, bigger picture about the Woodpeckers that pulled you in? What was that thing?
Well, the team wants to be just as well known for its community service initiatives as they are baseball games won.
Okay.
Now, we're going to win a lot of baseball games,
No
don't
doubt.
get me wrong.
No doubt.
But that really appealed to me because I think that one of the greatest aspects that you can have, whether you're a public figure or a sports team, is by making an impact in your community. Not only just, being great in athletics, but, inspiring a child or taking the time to invest within our military organizations that are here since we're right here at the home of Fort Bragg. That's really what drew me to this team.
Yeah, I mean, that's huge, right? Because that's when you guys get to start building a legacy, when you start to change other people's lives, when it's not just baseball, and for me, I was not a big baseball fan, but I started getting so attracted to the team and what they're doing in the community that I started becoming a baseball fan. Right? So
and that's what we want.
Exactly.
Especially since the Houston Astros have made the agreement with the city of Fayetteville to be here for 30 years.
Wow.
30 years. And
Wow.
then they have the opportunity to renew that agreement for an additional 30 years or however many years. So this is really going to impact a generation.
Yeah. They're in it for the long haul.
Yeah. So to see these kids who are going to be coming through our gates on April the 18th for our opening game, we're going to be seeing them hopefully when they become parents, bringing their kids. So how special is that?
It's so cool because I'm already envisioning it, right?
Yeah.
So I have
so special.
Yeah, I have a 13-year-old and a 6-month-old, and I'm already thinking about, because I went to so I'm a real estate agent as well, and I went to the association, and you guys were talking about this, right? It was the president, and he's going to kill me because I'm doing it. And the other guy.
Ben Hughes or Austin Schwartz? Austin Schwartz?
Neither.
Okay.
He's the investor putting all this stuff together. And be doing a podcast with him here.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
So you spoke with Jordan.
Yes, Jordan. Yes.
Jordan.
Yep.
He is our primary developer. And how cool that his great-grandfather was the one who built the Prince Charles. And now he's rebuilding it.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. So as they were showing us pictures, I was just like, you just started seeing that.
Yeah.
So what kind of buy-in have you had from the local community with this? Because for me, we were talking about this earlier, being here since kindergarten.
Yes.
This is something else pretty cool that we can represent when we represent our city. So what's the buy-in that you guys have felt?
Well, just like I do. Growing up here, we were told not to go on Hay Street, not to go downtown by ourselves because it was typically viewed as a very unsafe part of town. Yeah. So to see this whole redevelopment process and the economic development that we have experienced here in Fayetteville with an emphasis on downtown, it's really special. And the city has been so hands-on. The city council, the mayor, all of our local representatives, they have been hands-on making sure that this project is not only fulfilled, but it's a huge success.
Right.
And we've received so much support from all aspects of the community. We're sold out for our opening day. No one else can get in. It is the hot ticket item for sure. And we're close to selling out for the rest of our opening weekend. So the support has been unreal.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, and then kind of backing up just a little bit, with the name Woodpeckers.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So, and I don't even know what the other choices were. What was it? Was it Woodpeckers?
Yeah, we had the Woodpeckers. We had the Fatbacks. Was never a fan of that.
Yeah. I still got country blood in me. I'm like, oh, okay, I get it.
Yeah,
but go ahead. Yeah.
We really liked the name Woodpeckers because of the tie-in with Fort Bragg. And I know that being a military child, when my dad would come home and he would say, we had to divert our shooting range missile rehearsals today because we found a red cockaded woodpecker,
Right.
and that little bird is so strong and so resilient and a force to be reckoned with that an entire military has to stop their operations because of this bird.
Yeah.
That's how we want to be as a team. We want to be a showstopper.
Right.
No one can come up against us. We want to show that true resilience that Fort Bragg and Fayetteville has. We're small but mighty.
Yeah. So, and I dig the logo.
Oh,
Stoked over the logo.
He's a fierce little bird.
Yeah. And this is just me being curious. Are you guys ever going to bring one onto the field, like in a cage or something?
Well,
maybe. I don't know. These are things that...
There are things that we have up our sleeves for this season.
Did I call it?
You might have something.
Because although, they're super protected, I don't know if a lot of people have seen it and, where they'd have that buy-in where they're like...
Right.
Where it's a little bit more visual and a little bit more touch to the real thing.
Kind of like with the collegiate teams, how they have
exactly.
Ramsey's. They have the Tar Heel goat that comes out, So we're definitely planning some special surprises for our fans. I think the thing that they're really going to be excited about, especially for our children, is meeting our mascot. Right. He is top secret, and he actually just arrived from mascot training camp today.
Get out of here.
So he is really prepping for this because being an inaugural season mascot, he really has to step up to the plate. No pun intended.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no doubt. So, and that's interesting, too. So how do you even find, because I would have not thought it was taken so seriously, right? Where you had to go to school and almost learn what that looks like. Did you guys have a lineup of people that you were looking to be that mascot person?
Well, we did have a job fair, and in that job fair, we had like 400 people to show up for various positions within the Woodpeckers organization. Yeah. And one of the positions we were looking for was our mascot, and we had him be vetted very highly with his credentials to be able, because we want our fans to have the best possible experience, and also we want to make sure that he's kid-friendly, being able to interact with especially different abilitied children. Yeah. We don't like to say disabled, but they have different abilities. Sure. And also to our seniors. And we wanted to make sure that they were well-rounded and ready and prepared for any situation.
Yeah. So does it help if they had experience?
Yes, the two that we ended up hiring, they had a long list of experience, either in their collegiate or professional career. So
that's awesome.
I think people will be very pleased.
Yeah, absolutely. So we hear about a lot of the wins, and we're all very excited, right? So what were some of the opportunities or some of the challenges that you guys had? Because I know I'm going to probably hear a lot more from Jordan, but talk to me about some of the opportunities or the challenges that you guys have had.
As far as the construction of our stadium? Yep. Well, thankfully, our construction partners and developer were very wise in putting a good buffer, because we had a hurricane. Yeah. We had all of this rain that we've been experiencing. We panic every time we look out the window and see rain clouds. But luckily, they put enough of a buffer that we are going to be ready on time. Sometimes people get confused when they're looking on Hay Street and they see the Prince Charles development and they think that's our stadium. So they're like, there's no way that's going to be done on time. But if they look through the Prince Charles on the right and the parking deck on the left, they'll see the beautiful gates of Seger Stadium, and they are ready to be opened right on time on April the 13th for our ribbon cutting.
That's crazy. It's right around the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't remind me.
Yeah. It's right here. Be prepared.
Yes.
Yep. And then the mascot, and everyone will see the mascot, and he'll come out, I'm sure.
The mascot will be debuted at our ribbon cutting on the 13th.
Awesome. That's
so
awesome.
You're definitely going to want to be there. Yeah. Mark your calendars. The 13th for our ribbon cutting, and the 18th is our home opener game. We're also going to have fireworks every single Friday.
Fireworks.
Yes.
Can't go wrong with fireworks or bubbles.
Oh, yes.
I feel like that wins every time.
And Star Wars night. We have Star Wars night.
Yeah.
And we have a Harry Potter night.
So what?
We have a 70s night for all of our,
that's gonna be
70s
awesome.
Babies out there.
Yeah. Because when I knew that when they were breaking down some of the things that were going to be happening, they went through a lot of events. Yeah. And then they showed the stadium almost at the end, and just showed like how much entertainment is going to come to this thing. Can you talk a little bit about that? About how much entertainment we're looking forward to?
Absolutely. So one of the things we take a lot of pride in is that we have 70 home games this season, and that is a lot. However, you are never going to see the same thing twice when you come to Seger Stadium this season, because you never know what you're going to see. We have our different specials, our daily promotions, like Make a Difference Monday, where we partner with a nonprofit here in our community and we raise awareness for them and funding. We have $2 Tuesdays, where our children get to come into our stadium for $2. How amazing is that?
So I don't have to sneak in my kid.
No.
I don't have to worry about it. Okay.
Nope. We have our Wednesdays are in honor of our Heritage Night. So different cultures can actually come in and be highlighted. So we have a Greek night, we have a Hispanic night, all kinds of different, aspects, because we love being a melting pot here in Fayetteville. So we're recognizing our different ethnic cultures here. Thursday, that's Thirsty Thursday. So I know a lot of our adult watchers will really appreciate that. They'll be very pleased with our bars that we have chosen inside of our stadium. But then we also have on Friday, Fireworks Friday. So every single Friday we have fireworks. Saturday is our can't remember quite off what Saturday is, but Sunday is our family day. So families will be able to come in when they come to a game on Sunday and be able to have a picnic with their kids, be able to go on the field. So it's really highly emphasized on family that day.
Yeah. No, that's pretty awesome, and I love that, right? I love that there's going to be this entertainment feel as well. Yeah. That the family can come in and do stuff like that. Yes. So Hold
on for me just a minute. Yeah. Hey, guys, so y'all need something?
No, we're good.
You sure?
Good? Because I can get someone in here to come help you. You sure? We'll wait some time. Fabulous. All right, thank you.
Since you guys are in here, though, what are you most excited? We got a few people here. What are you most excited about when it comes to the Woodpeckers and the baseball? Baseball? It's back?
Yeah, so y'all are big baseball fans. Oh, yeah. Fantastic. That's what we love about Fayetteville, is we have such a great fan base here.
So my guess is you guys play baseball? Or?
I used to when I was little.
Yeah?
How cool.
The demand is real.
Yes, and the really great thing about our team charity with our community leaders program is that we're actually outfitting 15 local Cumberland County and Fayetteville Parks and Recreation softball and baseball teams. Wow. So they will be going around in their little Woodpeckers jerseys, and we hope those little Woodpeckers just take out the competition.
Yeah. Absolutely will. Absolutely will. So I know we touched a little bit on the challenges, but what other challenges that we haven't really seen or heard of? So, because I want people to appreciate it. Right? Like when they're walking in, they're like, man, they really had to fight for this or really had to get this up and going. Do you know of any other challenges? So just to add that extra appreciation as they go onto the stadium?
Well, of course, we had to fight the weather, but even just getting it here, that was quite a challenge. Because Houston could have gone anywhere in the United States for their Advanced Class A affiliate, and they ultimately chose Fayetteville because we were persistent. We made sure that we got this opportunity because of our unique aspects of our community, in addition to our military being here. So that really appealed to them. So knowing that this could have been anywhere in the United States, but yet Fayetteville came out on top. That is amazing.
Yeah. So what was some of that persistence? I mean, who did you guys had to get people in the community to really just start beating down the Astros door? Like, what did that look like?
Well, our city council and our mayor really fought hard for that at that time. Really? I was very proud of our local and our state representatives who really put a great proposal together for the Houston Astros when they expressed interest in our city and community. So really it was wonderful that team effort came into play. That's what we love about sports. What we love about baseball is that value and instillment of teamwork, and that really resonated with Houston. So it's really an honor to actually have gone from seeing this in its infancy with the groundbreaking and how hard people worked for this to become a reality. And now here it is, this beautiful $40 million stadium that we're all going to get to know and enjoy for the next 30 years or more.
Absolutely. Or more, right?
Or more. Yep. We're pushing for more.
Oh, I'm sure you are. If you guys push this hard to get them here.
That's right.
How cool is it?
Follow us on social media and make sure you push it.
Where?
So you can go on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Fayetteville Woodpeckers. So make sure that you like and follow us and pursue all avenues to highlight our wonderful team.
Yeah, that's awesome. So for them to actually say, you know what, Fayetteville be in the spot, they have to see a lot of promise. They have to see a lot of future growth, right? This is like the perfect opportunity to jump in something like this.
Yeah, we're really hoping that from this opportunity, we will experience the same growth and interest and success as Durham did when they brought in the Durham Bulls.
Yep.
So if we can attain half of that, which we are well on our way to going beyond that, just because of the initial interest and support that we have from this community, I think everyone is going to be well pleased.
Yeah, same. Yeah, they talked a little bit about that at that association, and they also talked a little bit about if you go down to Charleston, South Carolina, and just the older feel and the older buildings, I mean, that's something that we're going to have here as well. That nostalgic, that older feel to it, that home feel to it as well.
Yes, and we're really hoping it'll have a positive impact even on our downtown businesses, because we want people to feel comfortable and make it a day activity. Come out and have breakfast at Tap House, and then come to the Fayetteville Woodpeckers baseball game, and then go downtown and maybe pick you up a little bit of a cupcake sweet treat from the Sweet Palette. You know, places that maybe people who are from here don't even know exist downtown. Then when they come here and they're walking up the street to go to the stadium, and they're like, "Ooh, I want to come back and get that."
Yeah.
So we're really hopeful.
Yeah. No, the family and I love going downtown. I mean, it's got a great feel. You just got to get out of your car and walk around and get that feeling. So speaking about cars, you know, there was a big thing like, oh, what's gonna go on with parking? What's gonna go on with parking? What's gonna go on with parking?
If I had $1 for every time I got a question about parking.
Yeah. Well, as you see them building this Empire State Building of a park deck, it starts to be, oh, okay. But talk to us a little bit about that challenge. Maybe it's more of a mindset challenge.
Yes.
But talk to us about that.
That's really what we're hoping will change and resonate with our fans when they're coming to our games, is that, you know, we realize that there is not a parking space right there at the stadium. However, I think it's a wonderful opportunity for people to put an emphasis on their health.
Yeah.
Because how wonderful will it be after they're walking to the stadium and everything, and they go back to their doctor, and he's like, wow, your blood pressure stuff is better. Your health is better. What did you do? Oh, I went to a Fayetteville Woodpeckers baseball game. So
you're just figuring out how to brand everything.
Of course. And the great thing is, when we actually did a study, the city, and we did, there are like 4,000 parking spaces within a half-a-mile radius of the stadium. And plus, with the Fayetteville Dogwood Festival being the immense success that we have here, 10,000 people come to the Dogwood Festival. So our stadium holds 5,000, around 5,000, 5,200. So with that, you know, people are going to be in similar vehicles, so not 5,000 vehicles. So we're going to be able to accommodate parking better for our events than we do even for the Dogwood Festival.
Right. Say we get to the point where it's obviously sold out, right? And we're in that 30-year contract. And you guys are just seeing that, wow, this is going really good. But you've always been in this momentum of growth. What would you say is next for the Woodpeckers?
The sky's the limit for the Woodpeckers, really. I think that we can do anything. One of the things that I'm personally endeavoring to do is, right now we have corporate partnerships with our Community Leaders Program, which is our team charity, and we're planning on investing $100,000 within our community this year, and that's in our inaugural season. Unheard of for minor league baseball, for an inaugural season team to be contributing that much. I would love to see that grow exponentially. Have even more corporate partnerships, have more events where we're raising money for that, so that we can invest even more into our community and the youth baseball teams and our military. So I would like to see that grow even more. How cool will it be to say we're giving $1 million back into our community? I said it. We're going for $1 million.
Oh, no doubt. Oh, and see, that's what's cool, is because if y'all been pushing this hard to get this thing here, I mean, of course, it may be a challenge, but we've got so many great people. We got a lot of great entrepreneurs.
We do.
I mean, we talk to a ton of entrepreneurs on this podcast. But I could see that goal. Just throw it out there, and then they're going to see it as a challenge, and they're going to run after that.
We can do it.
Absolutely.
We can do anything in Fayetteville.
Yep, 100%. Okay, so there was a question I was going to ask you. What was that? It was, so you guys are crushing it there. No, that, okay, so that talks a little bit about that. So what about the people who are just, that played baseball, and now they're like, oh, yo, this could be the map. This could be the path to me starting my career. Mm-hmm. Talk to us about that person who's truly inspired, loves baseball, sleeps with their bat. Yeah. Like, how is this a big opportunity for them?
Well, Field of Dreams, you know. We hope that when they come into our stadium that they feel that anything can happen when you just believe and you work hard. Mm-hmm. And I think that when we're initially investing within our youth with our community leaders program and outfitting them and giving them the opportunity to come to the stadium, or whether they come on an educational tour to Segra Stadium and they're like, oh, I never thought about this as a career, because, you know, they can't really do what they do out on the diamond without people like me and my team who work every single day to make sure that the operation runs smoothly.
Right.
And we have the money and the resources to be able to put on a great game.
Right.
So we hope that every single time that we have an opportunity to educate our community, whether they be small or whether they be young at heart,
right,
then they find an opportunity that they can see the spirit of baseball transcends just the bat and the glove.
Right. Okay. So as for that, does this, because I'm kind of ignorant to this stuff, right? So what if, you know, I'm in high school and I'm just an absolute beast, right? How does the stadium here help my dream come true? Because I feel like they can touch it now. I feel like Southview or Jack Britt or whatever, they can touch it. Like, it's here. Mm-hmm. How does that help them realize their dreams? Like, is there like going to be these small tryout moments, or just like get your feet wet into this?
Yeah.
Is there any tangible behind that?
We're planning on doing like some different camps where high school and middle school and elementary can have an opportunity that they can come out and be with the players, maybe get some tips every once in a while. So we'll have those opportunities.
Cool.
But I think the main thing is it'll set the fire for them as far as what they need to do, because since we're in minor league baseball, they'll have to try out and get picked and drafted.
Yep.
And then when they go to spring training, then that's where they get chosen to go everywhere. But I look forward to the day when we receive our roster for the Fayetteville Woodpeckers and we see a name on there and they say, hey, I am so thrilled to be drafted to the Fayetteville Woodpeckers because I came with my family when I was X years old and came to a Fayetteville Woodpeckers baseball game. Right. So I think that's going to be the strongest impact whenever they get to meet our players, when they get to know our brand, have that opportunity to actually touch it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's really going to enhance the industry in numerous ways.
Yeah. No, I love that. So is there anything that I should have asked, or anything that you really want to talk about to kind of get this information out there?
You did a
Not
really
one
good
thing.
job.
It's got to be one thing. One thing. Just give me one thing.
I'm trying to rack my brain. I think the main thing is just pushing for people to follow us on social media, because we're going to be bringing out a lot of great surprises here in the next couple of weeks as we lead up to our ribbon cutting and our grand opening. So make sure you get all of your favorite Fayetteville Woodpeckers gear. Absolutely. You know, you want to be the stylish person in Fayetteville and in all of North Carolina, really. You just need to go to our team store and get our Woodpeckers gear.
You know what's going to be pretty cool is, I mean, obviously we all travel a lot here too. And to go to another state and watch and someone rocking this gear, you I mean, how cool of a moment is that?
We'll be so proud.
Yeah. We
hope to make everyone proud with this endeavor.
Absolutely. So you spoke about it before. Tell everyone where they can find the Woodpeckers and how they can be part of that story.
All right. So go online to FayettevilleWoodpeckers.com. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. If you go on Twitter, it's Fayetteville Woodpeckers NC, or excuse me, Woodpeckers NC, I think is what it is. Everything else is Fayetteville Woodpeckers.
Yes.
But follow us and sign up for our newsletter, and then come out to Segra Stadium on April 18th. Our season lasts 70 home games right here in Fayetteville, all the way through Labor Day. So we hope to see you in the All-American city for some baseball.
Absolutely. And I'll just say, guys, go and follow their Instagram stories because it's cool to be part of that story in the day-to-day operations to see just how much you guys are in the community and just how much work you guys are doing. So thank you so much for even stopping today and jumping on the Proven by Ruben podcast.
And just remember, the Fayetteville Woodpeckers have been proven by Ruben.
That's what I'm talking about. Thank you so much.
Bye.